Attacked so many times, death threats, I've been sexualized, I've been threatened, I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time.
Angel Reese's double-double delusion. Why empty stats don't win games and lead to national TV humiliation.
Every day the sun don't shine, but I love tomorrow. Like, you're not gonna have, every day is not gonna be a great day, and a lot of times in my life, I felt like I was down, but...
Welcome back to Black and White Sports, where we don't hold back and we don't pull punches. We're here to give you the unvarnished truth. And today, that truth is staring us right in the face. The Chicago Sky just got absolutely embarrassed on national television, losing to the Washington Mystics 103-86. But here's the thing that's going to make you scratch your head. Angel Reese, the Sky's supposed star, posted a double-double, yet her team got completely destroyed.
And you personally started the run that won this game. How do you find this in you each and every time to be such a winner?
I'm a dog. You can't teach that. I'm going to go out and do whatever it takes.
She put up 22 points and 13 rebounds, extending her double-double streak to 11 straight games. But don't let those numbers fool you, because while she was out there, the Sky were a complete and total mess. And what happened on the court was just the beginning of her public humiliation. From getting clowned on live TV by an opponent to getting called a C-tier player by a WNBA legend, this has been an absolutely brutal week for Angel Reese. The question is no longer is she a good player? It's now, is Angel Reese actually a liability to her own team? And based on what we saw, the answer is a resounding yes. If you think her stats are just a smokescreen for a much bigger problem, let us know by typing mess in the comments right now. A defensive disaster and a historic embarrassment. Let's dive into the game itself, because the numbers only tell half the story. The Mystics didn't just beat the Chicago Sky. They took them to the woodshed and gave them a spanking. The 17-point blowout loss happened with Reese on the floor for nearly 30 minutes, and the most damning stat of the night was Washington dropping a brutal 52 points in the paint. That tells you everything you need to know about how effective Reese was as a defensive anchor. Imagine this. You're supposed to be your team's interior presence, the player who protects the rim, yet your opponent is scoring at will right under the basket. The Mystics weren't just winning, they were exposing every single flaw in Chicago's defensive scheme, and Reese was right in the middle of it all. The announcers blessed their hearts, even tried to hide their laughter, but you could hear the chuckles in their voices as they described the Sky's utter collapse. It's truly a pathetic sight when the professionals who are paid to be impartial can't help but be amused by how bad things are getting. But the humiliation didn't stop there. Two Mystics rookies, Sonia Citron and Kiki Irfan, made WNBA history by becoming the first rookie duo in the franchise to each score 20 or more points in the same game. Citron lit it up with a career-high 28 points, while Irfan added 22 points and 10 rebounds. These two first-year players didn't just compete, they absolutely outclassed Chicago's entire veteran lineup, making them look like they didn't even belong on their own home court. Kiki Irfan in particular was an absolute beast, and it's no exaggeration to say she stirred that pot on Angel Reese all night long. The Sky are sitting on a miserable 7-19 record, buried at the bottom of the standings, and it's hard not to connect the dots between Reese's hollow stats and the team's disastrous performance.
Okay. Oh, Mariah, okay. Me and Brooklyn.
What's your type?
Yeah, let's talk
Well,
about
who? I really want to see who you gonna pop
that. I
out
love
with.
these combos.
Individual numbers are meaningless if they don't translate into wins, and right now the Sky are a masterclass in losing basketball. Too small and a clout-chasing response. If you thought the on-court embarrassment was bad, it got even worse. The most humiliating moment of the night came in the very first quarter when Mystic star Shakira Austin scored on Reese and immediately hit her with a too-small gesture. It was a direct, unapologetic taunt right on national television for everyone to see. Austin didn't just get the bucket. She sent a message, a powerful in-your-face statement that summed up everything that's wrong with Chicago's defense. The fact that Austin was able to completely work over Reese and then call her out for the entire world to see is a level of public embarrassment that true defensive leaders would never allow. Imagine Aaliyah Boston or Lexi Hull getting clowned like that. It would never happen because they know how to lock in and play winning defense. Reese, on the other hand, let herself become a footnote in someone else's highlight reel. And what was her response to this public shaming? Did she lock it on defense? Did she adjust her game? No. She just kept struggling, allowing the Mystics to continue their assault on the paint. But the drama didn't end with the final buzzer. The on-court meltdown was just the first act of her week-long circus. The real explosion happened off the court, when WNBA legend and three-time champion Candace Parker dropped some hard truths on her new podcast. Parker, in a segment where she was ranking players, placed Angel Reese in the C tier, right alongside rookie Cameron Brink. Let that sink in for a second. A two-time WNBA MVP and one of the greatest to ever play the game said, in no uncertain terms, that Angel Reese is not a player you can build a team around. She gave Reese credit for her offensive rebounding, but then questioned her overall impact, asking which of the elite players in the league Reese could actually be taken over. Parker was doing what all great analysts should do, providing an unfiltered, honest assessment based on performance, not hype. And how did Angel Reese respond? By running straight to social media and dropping a cryptic, ironic line. Clout is one hell of a drug. The audacity is staggering. A player whose entire brand has been built on social media controversy, headlines, and one-sided beefs is accusing a WNBA champion and two-time MVP of chasing clout. It's a level of irony that's so thick you could cut it with a knife. Instead of answering the critique with her game, Reese chose to engage in a Twitter war, proving once again that her focus is more on protecting her image than on improving her performance. The Caitlin Clark standard: leadership versus liability. This is where the stark contrast between Angel Reese and a player like Caitlin Clark becomes impossible to ignore. Reese's week was filled with empty stats, defensive humiliation, and social media drama. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark has been busy transforming her team and the entire league without chasing a single headline. Caitlin Clark didn't just join the Indiana Fever. She completely changed their culture. What was once a bottom-tier team is now a legit contender, and fans are flocking to watch them. This shift wasn't luck. Clark's special because she makes everyone around her better without constantly begging for attention or starting feuds. Just look at players like Lexi Hull, who has become a more confident shooter and a smarter player since joining her. Or Kelsey Mitchell, who adapted her offensive game and thrived even while sharing the spotlight with a rookie. That's the difference between true leadership and someone who is just chasing clout. One builds a championship foundation. The other creates empty stats and viral moments. Aaliyah Boston, Candace Parker's co-host and a true star in her own right, is the perfect example of what winning basketball looks like. She's focused on building something sustainable, on long-term success, not on short-term attention. She doesn't need to post cryptic tweets or get into beefs with legends. She just shows up, puts in the work, and leads by example. That's what a true star does. The sad truth is that while the Fever are rising, building a real team with a clear identity and future, the Sky are sinking. Their season has become a textbook example of how empty stats mean nothing without wins. With a brutal 7-19 record, the Sky are proving that double-doubles are completely insignificant when you're constantly losing and falling further and further out of the playoff picture. While Angel Reese stays busy stirring up drama and stacking hollow numbers, the Fever are building a legacy that will last. Real fans can see the difference between substance and spectacle. They know that true talent creates lasting success, not just viral moments. Angel Reese got cooked on the court and then got called out by a legend for all to see. Her response? To run to social media and cry about clout. It's a sad and pathetic display that shows where her priorities really are. If you agree that Reese is a liability and is dragging her team down with her drama, type me bounce in the comments right now. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more hot takes, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Click the video on your screen right now, and we'll catch you in the next one.